Back in Japan where I was born, for years we knew that someday we were going to move to Canada where my dad was from. I was always kind of reluctant to move to Canada. I really didn't want to leave my friends. When my dad really announced we were moving to Canada, there was quite a rush to pack, going to the grocery store for boxes, throwing things out, carrying furniture, and other means of emptying the house. Unfortunately, I had broken my arm before the move and was unable to help with majority of the move, except for small chores like running to the closest vending machine to get as many bottles of water or sports drinks as possible with the 1,000 yen my dad would give me. My friends did seem sort of sad, but we kind of joked and lightened the mood. When I told them I was moving to Canada, they called for different games on my old Wii. If they didn't work, I would have to mail them to each person in Japan. After the first few weeks in Canada, our English improved a lot, but despite the boost in our English skills, I was still struggling in the grade 6 curriculum, particularly French class. After the first few weeks in Canada, our English improved a lot, but despite the boost in our English skills, I was still struggling in the grade 6 curriculum, particularly French class. My teacher was really supportive and very interested in my background and culture. For the first few writing projects, I was allowed to do my rough draft in Japanese, and we had a student teacher that would help me by typing out what I told her as a translation of my Japanese draft. After grade 6 and moving to Guelph and taking grade 7 was just fine because by the time I was halfway through grade 6, I was caught up with the rest of my class. The one big thing that surprised me was people my age owning paper routes. The newspapers in Japan were delivered to people with subscriptions in the morning and that was it. I had never seen anything like that, but last year I got one of my own and really enjoyed doing it. It was the first sort of accomplishment I had. My dad told me I was the third generation paperboy in the family. It's important to me to keep up in school. I want to be ready for high school next year. Right now in grade 8, I'm right up to the rest of my grade and classes and doing fine.